Hey history buffs, welcome back to Back Then with Ben, the channel where we dig into the flavors, quirks, and hidden habits of the past. You've heard Benjamin Franklin was a founding father, an inventor, and even a diplomat. But here's a twist. The man was also a full-on foodie, and not just pies and turkey. Franklin's table was filled with surprises. Today, we are uncovering 15 foods Franklin loved that'll make you say, "Wait, he ate that?" Let's dig in. 1. Mushrooms. Franklin had a thing for mushrooms long before they became gourmet. He discovered them in Europe and loved them roasted or stewed. Think about it. Our witty founding father foraging like a modern-day foodie. Mushrooms fueled his focus and energy. Maybe even those late-night experiments with electricity. 2. Grapes. Before Franklin became a wine enthusiast, he enjoyed grapes straight from the vine. Fresh, dried, preserved, didn't matter. He even compared grapes to wisdom. Both get better with age. Snack on grapes and keep your memory sharp, just like old Ben himself. 3. Goose. Forget turkey. Franklin often chose goose for big dinners. It was rich, savory, and loaded with protein, making it a perfect dish for colonial feasts. Imagine him polishing off a roasted goose, then heading straight into a heated political debate. 4. Honey. Franklin's sweet tooth had him buzzing for honey, literally. He admired bees as models of hard work and loved honey for its energy and health benefits. In a world without refined sugar, honey was his natural pick-me-up. 5. Chestnuts. If you picture Franklin in winter, think roasted chestnuts by the fire. Packed with fiber and warmth, chestnuts were fuel for both body and spirit. Franklin believed they gave him strength, as strong as his revolutionary ideas. 6. Pigeons. Yep, pigeons. Back then, they weren't city pests, but dinner. Franklin enjoyed roasted pigeon, a lean protein source that kept him resilient. Today, it sounds shocking, but to Franklin, it was just another hearty meal. 7. Carrots. Franklin valued carrots as food for both the sick and the healthy. He believed they sharpened vision, and maybe, just maybe, they helped him see solutions more clearly. Imagine him scribbling inventions with carrot-powered clarity. 8. Quince. Move aside apples. Quince was the real star in Franklin's kitchen. This floral fruit, often made into jams or jellies, was prized for its unique flavor. Franklin loved its sweet sophistication, a colonial delicacy we've almost forgotten today. 9. Gooseberries. While in London, Franklin got hooked on gooseberries, tart little gems baked into pies or sauces. Most Americans today haven't even tasted one, but Franklin called them a treat. Packed with vitamin C, they kept him healthy through cold winters. 10. Onions. Franklin saw onions not just as food but as medicine. He used them in soups, roasts, and even remedies. In his eyes, onions were a cure all straight from nature's pharmacy, pungent, powerful, and practical. 11. Sardines. Living in France gave Franklin a taste for sardines. Preserved in oil, these little fish were the original superfood. Loaded with omega-3s, they boosted brain and heart health. Maybe sardines were Franklin's secret weapon for staying sharp at negotiations. 12. Goose fat. Here's a quirky one. Franklin didn't just eat goose. He used its fat for cooking. It made plain food rich, added flavor, and gave meals extra energy. For Franklin, it was a colonial kitchen hack long before butter and lard took over. 13. Pears. Franklin adored pears, both in America and Europe. They were fresh, juicy, and hydrating, his natural thirst quencher. Ever imagine Franklin strolling through an orchard, plucking a pear and calling it nature's refreshment? Totally on brand. 14. Ginger. Franklin spiced things up with ginger, using it in breads, drinks, and even remedies. He liked the kick of flavor, but also the health perks. Ginger helped digestion and immunity. Franklin saw it as both comfort and cure. 15. Almonds. On long travels, Franklin relied on almonds. Lightweight, long-lasting, and protein-packed, basically colonial trail mix. He called them power in your pocket. And honestly, it sounds like the man was ahead of the protein snack trend. So there you have it, 15 surprising foods that kept Franklin fueled, focused, and curious. From pigeons to pears, every bite reveals the man wasn't just a genius with inventions. He was adventurous with his taste buds too. Smash that like button if Franklin's diet surprised you. Subscribe for more tasty history. And let me know in the comments, which food would you try and which one would you skip? Because here on Back Then with Ben, history isn't just facts, it's flavor.